today because I'm making something for the very first time. I'm not even following a recipe. I'm just gonna make it here with you from something that I've seen before online somewhere, and let's make it today. So we're gonna make a shepherd's pie, but we're gonna put a twist on it with some sliced and diced potatoes. So let's get into it. First, you are gonna get out whatever burger you like. For me, it's venison. We hunt a lot of our own meat. So we have ground venison here, just about cooked up. And then once it's cooked up, we will get seasoning it. This is the shepherd's pie seasoning mix that I absolutely love. You can get it at any grocery store. And all you need is a pound of ground beef, and then it shows you that you can put onions and whatever in it. But all you need is 3/4 cups of water, and then you sprinkle this seasoning on your meat. I did 2 pounds, so I'm going to use 1.5 cups of water and 2 packets. So I'll show you once we get that going. So as you can see, the meat is browned. All of the moisture is out of it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mix in the water, which is 1.5 cups. And then you're going to add in both your packets of seasoning. So hard to do with one hand. I'm going to mix this in, and then we've got it all in. Mix it into the meat, and you'll notice when you mix it too, it'll start to thicken, more like a thicker saucy kind of thing, right? Like a meat sauce kind of, but a thick one. Not too thick, because when you cook it, you still want a bit of juice. So we're just gonna mix it all together, and then we will move on to the next steps. So now I'm gonna get my veggies prepped, and this is so exciting. So these beans actually came from my garden. I have a full bowl right here. And then these corn cobs came from my garden. I just detasseled them, whatever it's called. And then these I got at the market uptown. They're getting a little bit wrinkly, so I'm gonna get them used up. So let's cut them up. Okay, so we've got our vegetables all cut up. Now here is some potatoes that I also got uptown at the market. Just clean them up, and we're gonna slice them really thin so we can do our next step. So let's slice and dice, baby. Okay, so I've got them all cut up here. I did a little bit more after that time-lapse video. And now we're going to put it all together. So we have everything laid out here that we need. I've got my veggies, my potatoes, my prepared meat that is already seasoned. And then I'm gonna I'm gonna make my parents one. Whenever I get sent home, or get sent something and I have to send their dish back, I always fill it up with something. So this is gonna be my mom and dad's, and then this is gonna be ours for dinner. So we're gonna put it together. What we're gonna do is basically put a layer of the meat on the bottom. We're gonna sprinkle a little bit of veggies in there, and then we're gonna start layering with this. So I'm gonna push this one aside and just show you this one. And then we'll make the other one after. So I've got my pan greased here. I'm gonna put a layer of meat here, and then I'm just gonna kind of spread it around. So we've got a nice layer on the bottom. A little bit more here. The sound though. The sound is different. Okay, so we've got a layer of meat on the bottom there, you can see. Now I'm going to just take a handful of my veggies and just sprinkle them around here on the bottom of the plate. You can see that. And then with the potatoes, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna go like this and put them all the way around. And then do another layer like this, all the way around. Another layer. All right, so I'm gonna do that and we'll show you the finished product. Okay, so this is what it's gonna look like. Not perfect, and that's okay. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna sprinkle a little bit more veggies down throughout. And then we are also going to take some more of the meat and just kind of sprinkle it down. So it kind of goes down a little bit in between the potatoes. And don't be scared to, I was gonna say, get rough with the meat. You wanna make sure that there's quite a bit. And just kind of push it down in between all the layers of the potatoes. And then once that's done, I'm gonna keep fiddling with it, and then I'm gonna add in, on the top, some shredded cheese. So I fiddled with it, and what I actually did was I took my spoon, and around the layers, I kind of just pulled them back and put a little bit of meat under the layers, or between them, I should say. So then once it cooks, it's all kind of in between the potatoes as well, but you can still see it's supposed to resemble a flour, all the potatoes, but that's basically what it's gonna look like. Now we're gonna top it with some shredded cheese, and then we're going to put tin foil over it and bake it in the oven, I guess until it's ready. But this is gonna be my parents', so I will show you ours next. Okay, so I quickly just did mine. So I put a layer in the bottom, a layer of vegetables, and then I just put my potatoes in here. As you can see, there's a little bit of gaps. This one's a bit, it was a bit easier because I didn't go in a circle. I just went from here this way. So now what I'm gonna do is the same as the other. I'm gonna sprinkle this on top and push it down in between. And then I'm going to put the rest of my veggies on, and we will top them both with some cheese. Okay, so this is the finished product of the loaf pan one. Oh, there's some meat that I dropped. And this is the other one. I did them a little bit different, as you can tell. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put cheese on both of them, and then they will be ready to bake. Okay, so they have their cheese on them, and as you can see in that last video there, I actually took my hands and pushed it all down, because then the potatoes sink down even more and everything's kind of just fills in between them. But yeah, there you go. So simple. I think the longest part about this entire dish is just cutting up and prepping everything. Putting it together was really simple, as you could see. So now we're going to bake these in the oven, probably at 350 for about 45 minutes. And this one I won't be showing you once it's cooked because it's going to my parents. But this one here I will show you once it is cooked. All right, guys, I just took it out of the oven and I cooked it on 350 for about 45 minutes. I just took off the tin foil and the steam got my hand a bit, but anyways, that is what it looks like when it's done. So I'm just going to serve it with a scoop. I'll probably just scoop however much out, put it in a bowl, and give it a try. Looks absolutely delicious. And then you can just season to taste with salt and pepper if you like. And there you go. Easy dinner, real quick and simple, and about 80% of this is straight produced from either our garden or hunting, and so grateful that we can do that. So give it a try and let me know what you guys think.
Hey, Pat, I'm not touching you. Come here. Come here. Come here, you big one. You big girl. You big girl. You big girl. You big girl. Come here. 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 I'm not afraid of you.
Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, watching along. So I'm definitely gonna let this cool for a sec and then dive into it with the fam. I'm just gonna go grab them. Noah and Will are outside and Lauren's in here. I think she's already getting ready for dinner. But anyways, give it a try. Let me know in the comments what you think. And as always, like this video, subscribe, ring that bell so you never miss a video. Until next time, see you later, guys.